Fighter is a melee-focused class with a high-risk, high-reward playstyle. In today's video, we're going to discuss a build for playing a Fighter Slayer wielding double saber. Let's jump right into it. For starters, let's talk about your class tree. At the time of this recording, we have a maximum of 47 skill points to spend. Here's how we spend them. For starters, grab Overload, which increases the damage you take and the damage you deal for a set time. This can be upgraded with Overload Endurance, which allows you to survive a fatal blow with 1 hit point remaining while in Overload, ending Overload early. Overload PP Recovery, which increases overall PP recovery while in Overload, maxing out Overload Short Cycle, which increases the damage you take during Overload, while also reducing both its duration and cooldown. And maxing out Overload after PP Preservation, which decreases PP consumption for a short time after Overload ends, as long as it didn't end due to Overload Endurance. Max out Defeat Advantage, which increases damage output against downed enemies. Max out Defeat PP Recovery, which increases PP recovery when attacking downed enemies. Fighter Skip Arts, which will skip the first half of a Photon Art's animation when not holding a directional button when you activate it. Same Art's Skip Attack, which allows you to start a normal attack combo from the third hit if you chain 2 of the same Photon Art first. Another Art's Skip Attack, which allows you to start a normal attack combo from the 4th hit if you chain 2 different Photon Arts first. Saber Attack Extra, which makes your double saber normal combo 4 hits. Saber Parry Counter, which allows you to counterattack when you follow a successful block with a normal attack. Deadly Archer, which allows you to throw your double saber at your enemy by holding down the weapon action while at least a stage 2 whirlwind is in effect. Saber Parry Another Counter, which allows you to use a different counterattack if you hit the weapon action after a successful block. Spiral Drive, which allows you to spawn a Cyclone when you hold the normal attack button when you have a stage 2 whirlwind. Saber Glaze PP Gain, which recovers PP when enemies are hit by your whirlwind while it is at stage 2. Saber Wind Extra, which allows you to reach a stage 3 whirlwind. Using Deadly Archer will consume all whirlwind stages, while Spiral Drive will break you down to a stage 2. And finally, Saber Wind Amplify, which temporarily makes it easy to generate whirlwind after Deadly Archer or Spiral Drive are used. Your subclass is Slayer. The skills we want from the Slayer tree are Max Out Critical Up, which increases your critical hit rate, Max Out Gallant Attack Critical Up, which increases critical hit rate against bosses, and Max Out Critical Hit PP Gain, which lets you recover PP when landing critical hits. You will have 17 Slayer skill points left over, which can be spent however you wish, as they must be spent, but nothing else in the tree is useful for this build. When fighting groups of enemies, we have the Photon Art Unchained Circle, which throws the double saber in a circle around us, following up with a wide slash. Using this Photon Art in a crowd is the goal, making sure to hold a direction when you do so that you don't skip the AoE part of the attack. Using this also helps generate a whirlwind. A 3rd stage whirlwind is quite large and will also damage enemies around you. Against bosses, we have the Photon Art Julian Dance, which unleashes a flurry of blows against your enemy. This helps build up a whirlwind, which we will consume at stage 2 in order to use Deadly Archer on our target. Our main mechanic is Overload, which is a high-risk ability that allows you to deal more damage. In order to maximize damage with it and minimize risk, save this ability for when a boss enemy is downed or broken, such as against raid bosses. It should end shortly before or after the boss gets back up, and is a great time to hit enemies with Deadly Archer and or your Photon Blast. At the time of this recording, the gear you should be shooting for are a Flugelguard Double Saber, and any combination of Octo Armor and Octo Armor VO. The Saber can be dropped from Mining Rig Ritem rank 3, as well as the Omen of the Planet Breaker Urgent Quest. Octo Armor can be exchanged for in the Growthment Exchange Shop, and Octo Armor VO can drop from Mining Rig Ritem rank 3. The augments you want for all of this gear are Might 4, which drops from field races, Dark Falls Aegis, Doldoris Vera, Nils Vera, or purchased from the Genesis Point Exchange Shop. The other augments you want are Speed Trippable, Gladiosol, High Hail Domina, Hal Finale, and Gigas Mast, which are exchangeable for in the Augment Capsule Exchange in the Item Lab. That's all for this build. Thank you for watching, and if this video helped you, please like the video and subscribe for more PSO2 content. This is Shadgon, signing out.